Hello all. In the last video we discussed about the introduction to push-down automata. So the push-down automata is nothing but which is an automata which is going to recognize our context-free languages, right? So now we are going to see the language of a PDA. Yes. So PDA, it can accept a language that is a CFL, that context-free language it is going to be accept. So that acceptance is by two approaches. Yes. So for if far as finite automata is concerned, so for in a finite automata we are having a start state and so many intermediate state, and then we are having a final state or accepting state, right? So whenever we are going to set if a language L is, that is a regular language, and it is going to be accepted by our finite automata, then we called that all the strings present in this language can be processed with this finite automaton, right? So the processing is nothing but starting from the start state, it is go on to the number of move on to the number of steps, and once the string is going to be empty, it is going to be enter in our final or accepting state, right? So here also the same approach we are going to follow, that is called as a acceptance by final state. When the push-down automata, that is if we are going to construct a language L, and that is a CFL, because push-down automatas only recognize as context-free languages, right? So if it is a context CFL and the language L is a context-free language, and we are going to construct a PDA for that context-free language L, and that L is going to be we are going to construct a PDA for that L by processing the strings in the L starting from the start state and process into the number of states, and finally entering into the final or accepting state. So that approach we call it as a acceptance by final state. Yes. So in this acceptance by final state, after the string is getting processed, the only consideration is that the PDA has to be enters into a final or accepting state, and not worry about the stack content. If the stack is empty or stack contains some anonymous symbols, it cannot be considered. Only by entering into the final or accepting state, we consider that the language is that the string is accepted by that PDA, right? So that is the concept with the first approach. And then the second approach, we have a PDA, that is acceptance by empty stack PDA. So in this PDA, it starts from the start state and process strings by jumping into the number of states in the PDA, and this PDA doesn't contain any specific final or accepting state, rather than it is going to be enter into the final or accepting state. It is going to empty its stack content, and once if the string is going to be empty and the stack content is also going to be epsilon. When the string becomes epsilon and the stack content is also comes as a epsilon 1, then we call that as a acceptance by empty stack PDF, right? The language is accepted by the PDA by emptying its stack content rather than to entering into a final or accept state. Okay. So this is the difference between two approaches. So the first approach is acceptance by final state, and the second method approach is acceptance by empty stack, right? So if we are consider for our simplicity, we are going to use a terminology for acceptance by final stack PDF. We are going to represent that PDF as capital P to the suffix capital F, right? And this acceptance by empty stack PDF, we call it as capital B suffixed by capital N, right? So this is a terminology we are going to be used hereafter. So now we are going to have the equivalence of acceptance by final state and empty stack. So from empty stack to so the equivalence between the two is nothing but if we are having a language L, that is a CFL, context free language, if this language can be represented by using a PDA, that is acceptance by final state PDF, then this language can also be represented by using PDA, that will be acceptance by empty stack method. So if one PDF, if for a particular CFL language, if it is able to construct a PDA with in either one approach, it is also possible for a particular language. The another approach is also possible, right? So that is going to be the equivalence. So if you are given the PDA for a particular language in acceptance by final state, then there is also possible to construct a PDA with acceptance by empty stack also, and the vice versa is also possible. Given with acceptance by empty stack, we can also convert into the acceptance by final stack. So the rules for those conversion we are going to see now. So from empty stack to final state, first we are given with the empty stack PDF and we are going to change it into a final state PDF, right? So for that we are given with, so this is our language L, so it could be represented as capital L, so you corrected that. So if L is equal to n of P of n, so P of n represents acceptance by empty stack PDF. So acceptance by empty stack PDF for some language, for some PDF P of Pn, then there exists a PDF PF such that L is equal to L of PF, right? So that is the language and the language accepted by the PDF are both are equal. Yes. So to convert empty stack PDF into a final stack PDF, we have to follow certain rules. So first we have to see the procedure what we are going to use. So then we will see how the rules have to be applied, right? So first we have to introduce this part is our already existing Pn, right? Now we are going to construct with this Pn, we are going to construct PF, right? Equivalent PF we are going to construct from this Pn, right? So this is our new start state. This is our new start state, yes, and this is our new final state we are going to add for this PF. Okay, so this is our Pn, and for converting this Pn into PF, we are going to add a new start state and a new final state. Yes, so the new start state P0 and the new final state or accepting state PF is going to be added, and the from the new start state we are going to have a arc from P0 to Q0. So Q0 is nothing but the start state of Pn, yes, and P0 is nothing but the start state of PF. Okay, this is start state of Pn and this is start state of Pn, and we are x0 is going to be start stack symbol of P0 and z0 is going to be the start symbol of Pn, right? So from P0 we are having so initially the stack is contained pushed with x0, that is the bottom stack marker of our P0, right? That is P0 is nothing but the new start state of our PF. So PF's new start bottom stack marker represents x0. So initially the with no processing, no empty string, that is no input, with no input x0 will be having. So with this no input we are going to push the start stack symbol of Pn onto the stack, that is our z0. Yes, so already the stack contain So already the stack contain x naught. So from p naught we are processing the epsilon, and we are just pushing z naught onto the stack. Yes, so this is the stack content right now, and now we are going to enter into Pn. So the Pn transactions are as it is happened. So no change in Pn. With addition to Pn, we are making some other transactions also, right? So with this, then we from P naught we are going to be add our final state. So final state is nothing but after processing all the input strings, once the input string becomes empty, so after that by popping out z naught, only having x naught onto the stack, because x naught represents the bottom stack marker of our Pf not Pn. So z naught we have to push popped up z naught also from the stack, and we have to enter into the new final or accepting state Pf. Right? Let us see the rules for this. You have to understand it better. So here are the specification. So from Pn we are going to construct Pf, right? So from Pn we are going to construct Pf. So Pf contain Q union P naught and Pf. So Q here represents nothing but the states contained in Pn, the states of Pn, right? Empty stack PDF. So with that empty stack PDF states, we are going to introduce two other new states, one for the new start state and one for the new final or accepting state, right? So that is our P naught and Pf, and the sigma the input alphabet, and tau tau contains a stack in alphabets of our Pn. With that tau we are going to add x naught as the new bottom stack marker of our Pf, right? So that is going to be unioned with our tau element, and then delta f. So delta n represents the transition function of our empty stack PDA. So here the empty stack PDA is going to be converted into a final state PDA. So in addition to this delta n function, transition function, we are going to introduce some other functions also. So that is going to be on the whole it is going to be transformed into delta f. Yes, so that is a description. And P naught is a start state, because Q naught is a start state of our Pn, and here we are going to construct that Pn into Pf, and so we are introducing the new start state as P naught, right? So P naught is a new start state, and then x naught is the initial bottom stack marker, because we are pushing the new bottom stack marker as x naught, not z naught. X naught is the bottom stack marker of our Pf, and z naught is the bottom stack marker of our Pn. So now we are starting with final state automata. So x naught is the bottom stack marker of our Pf, right? So then small Pf is the final or accepting state of our final state PDA, right? So this is a description of our new finite state automata, finite state push-down automata. So where we now define, sorry, this is not Pf, this is delta f, right? So now we define the delta f function. So in addition to delta n function, we are going to add these three transitions. So first one is delta f of P naught comma epsilon comma x naught. Yes. So first, and the start state of the new PDAs are P naught, right? So from P naught we are going to processing on the empty string. We are having the bottom stack marker as x naught. What we are going to do? We are going to entering into the start state of our Pn, by pushing this bottom stack marker of our Pn Z0 onto the stack. Yes, so that is the first transaction. Yes, the next one is for all states in Q, for all states Q in capital Q, and input A in epsilon or in A is equal to epsilon, and the stack contains Y in tau. The delta QA contained in all pairs as delta n. Delta and the transition same as delta n. What are all it happened will be going to be happen in delta f also, right? And in addition to rule 2, we have to contain. So if once the input string becomes empty and the stack marker contain x0, then we have to popping that x0 onto the stack, and we are moving into the new final state Pf for every state Q in capital Q. Yes. So finally the state is going to be, and the state we are going to be enter is the final or accepting state. So these are all the rules we are going to use while converting a final empty stack PDA into a final state PDA. Yes. So next equivalence is from final state to empty stack. So we are given with the final state PDA. So that is our PF we are given with. So then we have to convert that PF into a equivalent PN. So here is a processing. You see the diagram. So here also we are going to add a new start state. Yes, here also we are going to add a new not a start state, new start state, and a new bottom stack marker x0. This z0 is a bottom stack marker of Pf. This x0 is a bottom stack marker of Pn here. Yes. Okay. So now then this P, the state P is going to be added. Okay, this P is also we are going to add, but that P is not a final state or accepting state. It is just a new state. Yes, it is not going to be a final or accepting state. Okay, here this is our PF transaction as it is. We are going to add extra 2 states, and we have to add extra transactions that we are going to see now. What are all the rules to add those transactions? So here we see the specification of Pn. So we are going to construct Pn from Pf, right? So Pn from Pf we are going to construct. So we are given with Pf. So Pf contain Q. With the addition to that Q, we are going to introduce. So Q is nothing but finite set of states in a PDA, right? So with that states, we are going to add another two new states. One is for start state and another is for not a final state, but is to ensure whether the stack contents are emptied, right? So for that we are having we have to add two new states, and this sigma is our as usual language input alphabet, and tau represents our stack alphabets of our PF, and with that we are going to add our x0. This x0 represents the stack symbol of our Pn. Yes, and delta n because we are going to construct the Pn Push-run automata by emptying stacks acceptance. So the delta function also represented as delta n, and P0 is a start state, that is a new start state for our constructed Pn. Okay, and x0 represents the new bottom stack marker of our Pn, and now here there is no F, right? That is set of final states are missing, because we are going to construct a PDA that is going to be accept a language by emptying its stack content, not by entering into a final or accepting state, right? So for that purpose we didn't have any final state. So this factor is not applicable for this PDA. And now we are going to define the delta n function. So now the delta n function, here there are 4 rules we are going to add. The first rule is similar to our last acceptance, so last conversion. So where from P naught with a empty string and X naught as a bottom stack marker, it is going to be entered into the start state of our PF, that is Q naught, by pushing its bottom stack marker onto the stack Z naught. Okay, so that is a simple procedure. Then as usual, all the transaction present in PF will also be contained in our delta n also. Yes, so that simulates Pn. Okay, and then the third one is for all accepting states Q and F. So if F contains set of states, right? So for all the states in F and the stack content y in delta or y is equal to x naught, we are going to pop all those contents. And so delta means we have to just pop out the content, right? So we have to pop all those contents, and for all the stack symbols y in delta or y is equal to x naught, we are going to if the string becomes empty, and we are going to move into the RP new state, and we are going to be emptied our stack contents also. After that, x naught also will removed from our stack. Yes, the stack becomes empty. So here the not accepting our final state, here the stack contents are getting emptied, then our language will be accepted by our constructed PDA. Yes, so these are all the rules of our equivalence between final push down automata. So if we are provided with we have to provided with PDA with final state PDA, and we have asked to convert it into a empty stack PDA, and the vice versa is also possible. So the problems we will be discussed in the next video. If we are having any doubt in this equivalence procedure, you will be clarified with me. Okay, thank you.